Yes?
Yes.
Okay. All right, good. All right, so, and why do we get, like Judy said, why do we come before you and show you these recipes? Because how many of you are busy, have kids in sports? Well, if sports are back in, or, just your life is really busy. So if you think about it, I remember when I used to do a lot of fast food, a lot of unhealthy fast food. And so we want to show you how you can, even if you work a full-time job or if you're just busy, how you can come back to the table and cook fresh homemade meals without, and you'll have time to do it. You can pre-prep them in the morning and you put them in the refrigerator, and then just pop them in the microwave. So what I'm going to share with you tonight is our pressure cooker. And I'm going to quickly talk a little bit about that for those of you who are new or have not been on in the past couple of weeks, because we've been talking about this because it is on sale. There's many ways you can get it. You can get it on sale. You could be a hostess and get it for free or half price. You can work your Confidence Start. I think I've seen that in the Confidence Start program. So there's plenty of ways, but right now it is on sale. So that means it's on sale for your customers. But if you're a consultant, you get an additional 25% off of that sale price. So it's a great time if you don't have this to purchase it. And we've been doing all kinds of recipes in it, desserts, and I use mine all the time because it's great and convenient. So some of you might not know a pressure cooker. Sometimes when we talk pressure cookers, we think scary because that's what they were back in the day. But Tupperware has given us many fail-safe mechanisms in the pressure cooker so it is not scary and unsafe. So you have your silicone ring that goes, your rubber gasket that goes in your seal. So you want to make sure that's in there. You want to make sure it's clean, and that goes in there. And what happens if the pressure does build up over the other release valves, then it will collapse into your food so that the pressure won't build up too high to cause any issues. So then you have your indicator valve here, and that one will be, it'll look like the pressure, your old pressure cooker. When it comes out, it'll be up and up and down like that. And that means the pressure is still high and you need to let that, it's going to stop and it's going to come down to where it's sitting level when the pressure is released. So then you have this other pressure release valve over here that is going to continually release a little bit of pressure while it's cooking so that pressure doesn't build up. And then your final one is this little pressure valve hole in here that's going to release pressure. And you always want to make sure this little rubber piece is in there because that's what's going to cover the hole. And if you don't have that in there, your pressure won't build up and it won't cook. So cooking with pressure is quicker, and it also is a very, very moist environment. So Judy talked about doing a whole chicken. I did that last week. Oh my gosh, it was so yummy. So make sure you watch her tomorrow. So then you take, the seal has an arrow, and then on here, on what I call the handles here, there's an arrow as well. So you line those two arrows up. I can't tip it because I started putting my food together. So then you're gonna lock it like this. So that's your first locking mechanism. It locks together. And then your second one is your arm right here, or handle, whatever. And then it comes down and locks there. So you see that locks in there. And so then that's your second locking mechanism. So that's a little bit about the pressure cooker. And you can do so many things in here, from roast to, and I just picked up some roast at the store today because I'm like excited to do a roast in here again. I haven't done that in a while. You can do desserts in here. You can do side dishes. So, but what I'm going to do tonight is a spinach lasagna. And this would be a great demo for your lives because you could demonstrate several of the different products. So what you're using in here is ricotta cheese, and my store did not have ricotta cheese, so I took cottage cheese, used my Power Chef, and chopped it up so it's the consistency of ricotta cheese, so you don't have those big cottage cheese chunks in there. And then Parmesan cheese, egg, salt, pepper, marinara sauce, beef broth, lasagna noodles, frozen spinach, and 2 cups of mozzarella cheese. And I chose to, in my beef mixture, I cooked up a little bit of ground chicken and added it to it because I wanted a little bit more protein in there, just to give it a little bit more flavor. But you don't have to if you want it just with no meat in it. You can do it with just the spinach. So one of the things that you can demonstrate is, and if you don't use fresh cheeses and grate them yourself, you're missing out. I've been grating my own cheese for so long with Tupperware's amazing gadgets. Somebody was very kind and gave me some pre-shredded cheese. I have to tell you, I cannot eat it because it just doesn't taste the same. So this is our mini shredder. Love this. So just want to show you that real quick. And this, you can put your fresh Parmesan cheese in, so any hard cheeses or nuts or chocolate or that. And this is one of the easy things. Can you see my bowl? Yeah, you can see my bowl. And then you just put it on there and you just go back and forth and quick and easy. You have fresh Parmesan cheese, whether you're using it in over your pasta or in a dish like this. It just makes your dish taste that much better. So love that. And that is our mini grater. It's an amazing product. So in this bowl, I did what they said, and I mixed the ricotta or cottage cheese with the Parmesan cheese, 1 egg, some salt and pepper. And so that's ready to go for our layers. And then I took your marinara sauce and some beef broth and mixed that together, and I put my little bit of ground chicken in there. And then it's frozen chopped spinach, and you want to drain it, and I squeezed all the excess water out of there because I don't want it, it's soggy in there. And then you're going to take 6 pieces of uncooked lasagna noodles and break them in half. And I'll give you a little trick to making them, see how they're nice and straight. Just put them on the edge of a box or a piece of Tupperware, and then put it where you want it to break on the edge of there, and then just gently pull down, and you'll get that nice even break. If you don't care, then it doesn't matter. So I did that. And then, I want to show you one more quick thing with the mozzarella cheese that's going to go on the top. This is another, fresh cheese is my thing. This is our master shredder. And let me show you how quick and easy it is to do. So I just chunked my mozzarella cheese here, and then a second piece. And look at that, and look how much that did in those. Hope you can see that. How much cheese and fresh mozzarella cheese. There's nothing like it, or cheddar cheese or whatever kind of cheese you like and you're using. So, and that's our master shredder. It's amazing. You can shred carrots, you can shred zucchini, and do all of that with your shredder. It is a workhorse in the kitchen. Absolutely love that. So I already did 2 layers. So then I'm going to show you real quick how you're going to layer that in there. And I'm using our ladle to ladle in the sauce mixture. You know how those words just go right out of your head. So we're going to layer that in there. Then we're going to put our pasta in there. Then we're going to put the rest of our ricotta cheese, or cottage cheese in this matter. But I chopped it in the Power Chef. This is one reason I love being in Tupperware. How many of you ever go to somebody's house? Oh, or if you don't yet, you will when you get all your Tupperware, and they don't have Tupperware gadgets and you're lost in the kitchen. Okay, then we're going to do our spinach, and that's just your drained chopped spinach. So, and you could do this the night before and stick it in the refrigerator and then, you know, put it in there, or you can have everything already done and then layer it the next day if you don't want it to sit in there. But you could have everything prepped and real quick, because you see how quick those layers went together. So to put 3 layers, so I started out with sauce in the bottom, and then did the pasta, and then the ricotta cheese, then the spinach, then mozzarella cheese. Who doesn't love cheese? I'm just saying. Mozzarella cheese in there. And the last of our sauce sprinkled on the top. Probably should have kept a little more sauce for there. That's all right. We're going to add more cheese when it's done. Who doesn't love cheese? I do. I absolutely love cheese. So, and then that is what it looks like. Looks yummy already. Wait till it comes out all bubbly. And then what we're going to do is lock down that seal. Remember, we're going to line up the little arrows there. We're going to lock that in, lock that down, and then we're going to put it in the microwave for 30 minutes. What's the great thing about doing your lasagna? You might think, oh, I do it in the oven. Well, number one, you know, especially this time of year, who wants to heat up their kitchen? Not me. And then the other thing too is the time it takes to preheat your oven and then put lasagna in there. I have not done lasagna in the oven for so long, I couldn't even tell you how long it takes, but I remember it was quite a while. And you have to stay pretty close by so you don't burn it. And that the thing I love about our pressure cooker, it's what we call walk away cooking. So I can put this in the microwave, put it on for 30 minutes. I can go off and do something. If I forget that it's in there, it's just going to set, because after you cook it, you want it to rest for at least 10 minutes. So that little pressure valve comes down. So I can leave it in there. And if I get busy doing what I'm doing, you know, bathing the kids or helping them with their homework, or taking my own shower, or whatever it is I need to do if I'm coming home from work or whatever, I can put it in there and I don't have to worry about it burning or exploding or anything catching on fire, because in the microwave's going to shut it off. It's going to sit there and rest. The indicator's going to come down, and then when I'm ready, I'm going to come back, and it's still going to be, because it's all in there, it's still going to be nice and hot and ready to eat. So that's what I got.